Hey there, it's Alwyn, better known as the voice behind Averin, with a word from our sponsor. This session brought to you in part by Fiverr, the best place to find freelance services for your business. Whether you're in the market for commissioned art, or even script writing, which I probably should have utilized prior to recording this so I didn't have to do it 6 times, you can find on Fiverr. It's a whole world of freelance available right at your fingertips, with options for every budget. Find high-quality services at every price point, no hourly rates, and just project-based pricing. You'll find quality work done quickly, with the right freelancer to begin working on your project within minutes. Your payments are protected, every time. Always know what you'll pay up front, and your payment isn't released until you approve the work. And know that Fiverr has your back with 24/7 support. Not in the market for services, but looking to augment your own income? Fiverr is powered by freelance artists just like you. So sign up today at Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr.com.
Hi, everyone. This is JJ, the co-founder of Good Pods. If you haven't heard of it yet, Good Pods is like Goodreads or Instagram, but for podcasts. It's new, it's social, it's different, and it's growing really fast. There are more than 2 million podcasts, and we know that it is impossible to figure out what to listen to. On Good Pods, you follow your friends and podcasters to see what they like. That is the #1 way to discover new shows and episodes. You can find Good Pods on the web or download the app. Happy listening.
Welcome to the world of Saluna.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Queers and Spears presents the World of Saluna side quest, Fatum Sept. I am your modest game master, CJ, and today we jump back into the quest of the Sacred Seven. Last we left our heroes, they journeyed further and deeper into the forest with ease, and following the direction of Woe, Encina, and Oriana, the heroes found themselves upon Fort Jan, named after Jan Searheart, the close dear friend of the Queen Melanoe, Valiant herself. Is currently being run by the great-great-granddaughter of Jan Searheart herself, Mossy Searheart. As they arrived at the fort, the crew quickly realized that there is more at foot than just the simpleness of the corruption and the journey beyond them. There are dangers lurking out in the forest and things that they have learned more about the corruption that lingers out there. And they are learning firsthand what is at stake as we jump straight into combat. And first on our initiative list is Freya. Freya, before you see the herd of the 20 people who were once previously infected and sick. They are now all swarming around currently the 2 clerics who were in here previously. And as you all start to all in a group head towards the opening of this medical tent, you all are starting to, you all catch their attention as you see these 20 figures gaze over at you, and one hulking ogre figure all look in your general direction. You are first to act.
I think Freya's with his mother at the moment because they were sending the message.
Yes.
Freya has a smirk on his face that only his mother has seen. And it's only been seen when he is fighting his brother. Fighting is what he knows. Fighting is what he's good at. Freya looks at his mom, and he's going to sigh and be like, I apologize for this now, but this will help you in the future. And he's going to tap your shoulder, and as a bonus action, I'm going to use my 3rd level ability for a channeler in the sphere of emotions and give my mother my burden die. So on an attack that hits, she can add this die as extra damage. And due to me currently channeling Tranquility, that damage is psychic, and the die is a D10. And then Freya is going to take his full movement. And you said how many are at there's a big guy and how many little ones?
So there's a big guy, and there are 20 regular people. They are currently acting in groups of 5. So there are 4 separate swarms of 5. So it's going to be like overall damage to the swarm and taking them down like swarm by swarm.
Cool. And the big guy is by himself, right?
The big guy is by himself, but everybody is also within the confines of this tent. I have the map for you up in the general chat for you all to see. That little squared off area with the little plus sign is the medical tent where all of them are down right now.
Okay. So, fun thing. Freya, being a satyr, has Mirthful Leap. He's going to take 10 feet of movement, and then he is going to leap at the big guy for 20 and leap 27 feet.
Amazing. So you basically get basically all the way into this medical tent. Near the back of the tent, you've got a couple of feet to spare behind you, but you get basically to the back and to the other side of this tent, opposite of where your party and your mother is.
And just for flavor, what the psychic burden die looks effect-wise for Noe, her vision goes purple, and the people she can see, their heads become targets. Almost like they light up as like a purple, almost like energy on the person. And I'm going to take a attack with my glaive on the big guy.
Awesome. So the party and General Mossy all see as Freya gets low on his hind legs and leaps through this crowd of feral humanoids and this ogre as well, over the bodies, not the bodies, but the like downed clerics who are on the floor. Turning, wielding his glaive in his hand, goes to strike the large ogre. Go ahead and make an attack.
That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
And as he is bringing his glaive down, he says, May Kaivalya take you back to where you belong. And that is 9 damage on the big guy.
Amazing. 9 damage. You slash into him, leaving a deep wound against his chest as he cries out in a pained response, but does not change in his continued movement towards, like now facing you directly. You see that he's squaring up to you now that you injured him. Do you have any other attacks you would like to do? I don't know if you have 2 attacks or not.
No, I do not.
Amazing. So then you've moved, you've done your bonus, and attacked. Then that is everything. Incredible. Up next is going to be Click Clack.
Okay. Click Clack is going to bonus action Hunter's Mark, the big guy.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. So you Hunter's Mark the ogre. squaring him up in your sights and marking him for death. What else would you like to do?
Click-Clack is going to use his longbow from where he stands to try to hit him.
Incredible. Go ahead and make an attack. You, Click-Clack, you draw your beautiful, bright blue bow that shines amongst your feathers. You pull it out from behind you, sheathing an arrow and preparing yourself for battle as you sling an arrow towards the large ogre. What did you hit with?
24.
24 hits.
Awesome. Now I need a D8. And then that's me.
And you're adding your hunter's mark as well.
So D and a D6.
Beautiful. Love rangers.
Okay, so that is a total of 7.
7 damage. The arrow thuds into the shoulder of this ogre, into the back of the shoulder of this ogre, as it's facing away from you towards Freya, who had just made an attack against it. And it just thuds into it and sticks and lands, and you watch as the inky, dark red it's not even mixing with the black of this corruption, leaks down its back. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think Black is good where he is.
Amazing. Then up next in in initiative is going to be the lair action on initiative 20. On initiative 20, you see as the all of the creatures start to kind of twitch and kind of like move their body into like very abnormal positions, cranking their neck from side to side, and like their arms are kind of like flexing involuntarily as they start to attempt to spread the disease. They're all going to start to scatter in a bunch of different directions. They're going to start to come and just kind of try and push past the people, especially at one of the groups is going to try and go straight out of the door towards where everybody is. So everybody's going to get an opportunity to try and hit them, except for Freya, because Freya's in the back. The others are going to start to burst through the sides of the tent to try and get out. They're going to make some strength checks. They don't really add too much to those. The first attempt was a failure, but the second attempt was a failure. One more failure on that one, and the walls will come down, and they will escape this medical tent. Up next in the initiative order is Woe. Woe, what would you like to do?
I'm going to take Snack out of my hair and throw him at the... I don't know actually if you'll let me do this as a combined action to do, but I'll explain what I want to do. I want to throw Snack at the enemies and wild shape it. One of my, because I'm doing the homebrew class of Circle of Woe, one of the features is called Call of the Wild, which lets me use my wild shape on my familiar instead of myself. So implied that it turns into a CR of the same class of monster.
Beautiful. So what would you like Snack to transform into in this moment?
An ambush drake.
Beautiful. You watch, everybody watches as Woe reaches up into her beautiful but slightly messy green hair and pulls out this little lizard that is barely moving in Woe's hand as Woe just chucks it deeper into the medical tent, and mid-flight this unmoving lizard transforms into this beast and is prepared to fight. You can go ahead and it will act on your initiative, so you can go ahead and do what you would like to do, or go ahead and continue whatever you'd like to do for Snack.
Well, the wild shape takes my action. I will move to intercept, like stand in front of him. And then I will use a bonus action to take dodge move, which gives them disadvantage on hitting me.
Beautiful. Love that. All right. So you start to kind of like get close into like make sure that Snack is protected and standing by Snack's side. Also taking the dodge action to make sure that you are also safe in this moment as well.
Right.
You that I believe
on his turn.
you're amazing. So I believe that's everything for you for your turn.
Well, then Snack gets to
excellent. Oh yeah, Snack, go ahead.
Which he's just gonna attack.
Perfect. So who do you want Snack to attack? So you in here you have the 3 swords, swarms of the humans, of the infected humans, and then the 1 ogre, the large ogre.
I'm gonna focus on the small infected humans.
Absolutely.
I'll leave some, because I think Encina still has super buffness for advantage on strength checks. That
Absolutely.
lasts an hour.
Unless
Unless I need concentration for something else. I don't think Wild Shape requires to have concentration. Doesn't say it does. No, doesn't say it does. Okay, so yeah, Encina would still have the bow strength. But, yeah, the Snack is going to attack one of the normal humans. Hit dice is 1d6 plus 4. 1d6 plus 4. Okay. Six to hit, but if anyone's within 5 feet of Snack, he gets advantage on attacks from pack tactics.
That'll probably be pretty much everybody but Freya, because Freya jumped into the med tent.
Okay, that's 15 plus 4 to hit then. So 19.
19. Absolutely, that's gonna hit.
1d6 damage plus 1.
26 damage. You watch as Snack...
No, I do 1d6 plus 1 damage.
1d6.
So it's 5
okay,
damage.
5 damage.
Yeah,
okay, I was about to
strength
say
ain't that
20.
strong.
I was about to be like, woo, that's wild. You watch as Snack like bites into the leg of one of these infected and starts ripping into him and causing quite a bit of damage. After that, does Snack want to take like any kind of move action or anything like that?
You probably just, I guess, not. As long as he's intercepting the guys.
Yes, absolutely. Perfect. Awesome. Good turn. Up next in the initiative is going to be the ogre. The ogre, who is still looming over Freya, is going to take a swing at Freya. What is your AC?
14.
14. They rolled a 15 to hit. So they are going to deal you 13 points of damage. And that is the end of its turn. It's still looming over you, attempting to take you down or infect you as well. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Oriana.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Okay, so how far are they away from Oriana?
So there is a swarm pack of 5 of the infected that are currently right in front of you. There is 3 of the swarms that are still inside of the med tent along with the ogre, but there is 1 swarm that is right up against your party right now. You're all kind of standing together, except for Woe is about like a third of the way into the tent, and Freya is all the way into the back of the tent.
Okay. I think what Oriana is going to do is, knowing that there's not much that can be done to kind of smooth the situation over, she realizes this is going to be a call for action. So what she's going to do is she is going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew, which is when she emits a stream of acid from her in a line of 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw or be covered in the acid for the duration of the spell, which is about a minute. The covered creature takes 2d4 damage at the start of each turn, but I'm going to cast this at a 2nd level. So that would be 4d4.
Amazing. Well, they failed their dexterity saving throw really terribly, so they for sure got it. So go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, let's. Oh, I didn't know if I needed to actually roll for the spell or not.
I think that it's one of those spells that they just make the Constitution check, and if they fail, then they take the damage. I don't think it's one of those like 2 hits, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, well, let's do some 44.
Let's go for it. Fuck them up.
Happily. And altogether, that was a 1, a 4, a 2, and a 3, which equals 10.
10. All right, that's a good amount of damage.
At the start of each turn for them, they will each take another set of 4d4.
Perfect. Well,
unless they get it off of them.
No, there's no way for them to logically get it off of them. They only have like their clothes and their skin, so it's like there's not much they can take off. So they'll be able to take that damage continuously. Their turn comes up in a couple of initiative turns. Fun. So they'll be able to take more damage. You watch as this stream of acid like leaves your hand as you cast magic outside of your home for the first time. In this form, this destructive form, it sprays this crowd of infected in front of you. You watch as they all scream out, the skin on them melts and oozes black, inky red blood as one of the infected drops to the ground.
I think Oriana kind of takes a moment realizing, oh shit, this shit's getting real. And I think she uses her cloak, or displays her cloak and moves from where she is to kind of, I guess, it's not the way I think it is, to kind of maybe have some blockage on one side there might not be someone standing. So she just kind of displaces herself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of
so you kind of like use your cloak to kind of like hide your footsteps and help you be nimble and removing yourself just slightly away from your party and at a distance where you can still see the action happening in front of you, but you are standing a bit aback, so you are like a line of defense if something happens beyond where everybody is currently standing.
Yes.
Perfect. We kind of stand off to the back and left just a little bit for your own reference. Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn?
I do have some bardics, but I think I'm gonna save those for the moment. Everybody seems to be pretty stacked at the moment. So I think I'll hold on to that.
Sounds good. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Miss Beef Encina herself.
Awesome. So Andrew, could you brief me on what that thing was that you gave me again?
Sure. So I can find it. Enhance ability, bold strength. You have advantage on strength checks, and your carrying capacity doubles.
Okay, beautiful.
Strength checks include stuff like grappling.
Okay, awesome. I just wanted to write that down because I kept forgetting what it was. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, so I am going to start my turn by bonus action casting Thunderous Smite at a first level. Just want to make sure I jot that down. So Thunderous Smite at a first level, and then I am... So what's the situation look like? You said there's 2 groups of swarms trying to get out of the tent?
Yeah, so currently the situation from where you're standing is there is a swarm that is currently right in front of you. This is the swarm that Oriana had just attacked, the same swarm that had received a little bit of damage from before. One of those infected has already dropped, but they are currently standing right in front of you, already kind of just slightly exited the tent. There are 3 more swarms within the tent. 2 of those swarms are actively trying to bust down the walls to try and break out from the side where the party is not standing, so the side that is kind of more facing the center circle rather than facing the door of the office. And there is also just another group that is just in there causing damage and waiting to be released as well. There's that ogre that is still standing and going strong, and that is the situation as you see it.
Okay. I think Encina's going to attack the group that Oriana had targeted as well to see if maybe she can get a couple more of them to drop. So let me roll for that. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. So that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to roll my damage. Okay, so I got a 6, but also because of my Thunderous Smite, I believe I get to add a 2d6 to that.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that's also thunder damage. I don't know if that does extra damage to them or not, but that's there.
It is good to know it does not apply in this moment, but it is still badass nonetheless.
Beautiful. So that is 12 damage altogether to that swarm.
Fantastic. You you charge forward a couple of feet and swing your great axe into this horde of infected people, and a crack of thunder just kind of bolts across the sky. You hear it ringing in your ears and surrounding the area around you as your axe connects with this storm, as you fully cleave into one of the infected, chopping them clean in half, bringing the swarm from what was 5, then 4, now 3. Is there anything else you would like to do, Encina? Great turn so far.
Thank you. No, I think that's all I can do because I don't have an extra attack yet. So that is my turn.
Not quite yet. You guys are almost there. You're earning it. Up next in the initiative order is to be Queen Noe.
She's still seen purple.
Yes.
Curtis,
So,
her son.
Yeah, as you're looking out, you can feel this, like, it feels as if you just put in, like, clear eyes in your eyes. Your eyes are, like, clear and glassy. They feel smooth and sleek and wet. As you look out into this crowd, you see this herd of zombies out in front of you, that just currently literally right out in front of you, just about 5 feet. All of them are just emanating with this purple fiery glow that reaches from the tips of their toes and expands and like burns over their body, highlighting them for you out. You still see this swarm that's right in front of you, and deeper into this dark medical tent you see the fuse and the and this other 3 swarms and the ogre who is currently standing over your son, definitely taller than your son, but is standing squaring up to your son currently.
Looking out, even with her vision different, she's not necessarily put off, but she's very angry in a way she's not been able to be angry as queen. Seeing the destruction, seeing everything happen to this once almost thriving place that she knew, and what Jan would never want this to be. She feels more out of her body than she has in years, and she wants to do something about it. So she's going to pull out her greatsword. And how far away is my son?
How far did you end up jumping? Like almost like 27 feet, Freya? I think it was like 27 feet.
Yeah,
Like,
I jumped 27 feet into the med thing.
Is he struggling?
Your son is not injured from the looks of it. From what you're seeing right now, your son is not injured, but the ogre is currently injured. So for now, no, there is no...
I'm hurt, not struggling.
Yeah, hurt, not struggling.
Yeah, I got 23 HP left.
Okay, so she sees that the ogre looks more worse for wear than Freya does. And instead, she keeps an eye, but instead of lunging forward, knowing that Freya can handle himself, she turns to the horde of zombies in front of her and just swings her greatsword at the nearest one.
Amazing, go for it. Go ahead and swing that axe, or swing that sword.
For the hit DC?
Yes.
Let's do this. Moment of truth. Okay. Wonderful. We've got a dirty 20.
Incredible. You reach down to your sword, feeling for a moment like you're back in your youth 200 years ago, reaching for your longsword once again, pulling this sword and facing your enemy before you. Back here at Fort Jan, where you once fought battles before against people of Puppet and other people who looked to overtake these lands, as the gemstone that you placed that reminds you of your son gleams in the sunlight, you strike up against this zombie and strike true. Go ahead and roll your damage. Don't forget that D10 because of your son's gift.
Okay, so it's my damage plus the D10?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got 11 plus 9. We got 20 damage.
Woo! You strike down these one of these zombies, and they are looking really worse for wear. They're kind of standing on a thread at this point. You have successfully struck down an enemy for the first time in 200 years as the inky blood kind of drips and kind of falls down your beautiful new longsword that you received in Cap Creek, newly christened and ready for battle. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No. She is good.
Incredible. Great turn, guys. Up next is going to be that swarm that is currently out in front of you. They are all going to. There's only 2 of them left, so they're going to come at the 2 who did the closer melee damage, which in my opinion is Encina and Noe. Just because of strike range, they're just going to try and hit you with some slam attacks. Does a 14 hit either of you?
Yes, it does, but also, as a reaction, I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
Beautiful. Absolutely, can do that. Noe, does a 14 hit you? I don't think it should, honestly. Actually, no, it doesn't.
Hold on, sorry, let me look. Does 14 hit me? No, my armor class is 18.
Yeah, no, you are, that slam bounces off your newly pristine armor and does not hit you. Encina, you take 4 points of damage from that attack. You can go ahead and do your Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, so for Hellish Rebuke, the one that attacked me has to make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 13.
Alright.
Or take half as much. Okay, beautiful.
fail.
So they're going to take the full amount. Let me find... I always forget what my 10s look like.
They rolled a 1.
Beautiful. We love a nat 1. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I apologize.
You're totally good. What's great is with the nat 1, that's a grand total of -1.
We love to see it, in fact.
Truly.
Whoop! That's... Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? Let me just roll it on here. Okay, and that's also, while I'm rolling this, that's fire damage as well.
Beautiful, thank you.
No problem. Alright, let's... Oh, that's what it looks like. I'm a moron. Alright, well, that's fine. Okay, so that is 13 damage to the punk that hit me.
Incredible. You get hit, just slammed up against by these infected, and you instinctively lash out and be like, ow, and fire just shoots out from you and burns these zombies. This pack that is in front of you has been dwindling and dwindling and continues to dwindle and dwindle. This pack is almost all the way down to nothing, thanks to your combined efforts. Up next, the pack of zombies, the 2 packs of zombies, of infected who were trying to break out of the medical tent are going to make strength checks. They're each going to take their turn to make strength checks to try and break down walls. They only get a +1 to their strength, though, so it is kind of a long shot. First attempt fails, and the second attempt fails. So you see that these 2 packs of zombies are just slamming their bodies up into the wall, trying to break it down and trying to loosen up the hinges to try and break out of here. And then one of the last pack that is in there as well, that was just kind of free roaming, are going to continue to take attacks on the downed clerics. Up next in the initiative order is going to be R. R, what would you like to do?
So, we still have there's one zombie from the original herd in front of us, right?
Yes, so there's still one that is standing strong in front of you right now in this original pack. The other 3 are still untouched, and the ogre is damaged but not down for the count.
Okay. The 2 that are on the wall, how close together are they?
They are within like 5-6 feet of each other. They're like basically like a combined herd at this point, trying to break down this wall together.
Okay, and if I leave where I am, will I get an opportunity attack from the one that's in front of us?
Right now, Encina and Noe are the ones that are right up in front of these this last remaining zombie, so you could step away without getting an opportunity attack.
Alright, so before I leave the group, I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration to Encina for that dope firework.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
That is a D6, a 1d6 that you can add to your stuff.
Sweet.
Then my main man Freddy is gonna start running over towards the two zombies that are against the wall. He's gonna just run and then just slide on one knee in front of the one closest to us and cast Burning Hands coming out from him. Strumming his lute as he does.
You slide across the floor as if it were a stage of your performance, kind of like doing like an air guitar as you slide across with your lute in one hand to cast Burning Hands onto this zombie. They make a save, or is that you hit?
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone, so I don't know how many of them I get, and they have to make dexterity. Okay. So it's a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a success.
Alright. One of the packs succeeds, the other one fail. So one will take the full damage and the other one will take half.
Okay, so that's...
And to be clear, this is five of these infected taking full damage and 5 of these infected taking half damage. So it's not 1 and 1, like you're fucking up a bunch of things right now.
Fantastic. We love to hear that. So that's 12 damage, so 6 to half of them and 12 to the other half. And if there's anything flammable in the area, it is now on fire.
Love to hear it. You slide across the floor and your hands set ablaze in a 15-foot cone, kind of like just incinerating these infected around you. The one that is directly closest to you that got the blunt of this force is immediately like incinerated to a blackened crisp and falls in front of you, as the other ones are all slightly lit on fire, as well as the side of the medical tent a little bit, but I feel like that's a problem for another day. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Freddy?
No, that's my bonus action, my movement, and my action, and I think next turn I'll have an encore. So, back to you.
Incredible. Next in the initiative are some secret things. And then up next is going to be Freya. Freya, what would you like to do? You have this hulking ogre who is still standing tall and standing strong in front of you.
First, Freya's going to bonus action Healing Word himself.
Incredible.
So that is 6 health back to me, which will put me back at 29. And then I will be taking another glaive attack against the ogre.
Beautiful, go for it.
That is a nat 20, baby, for a 25 to hit.
That is so beautiful. Go ahead and roll that double damage.
Oh, that is 17 plus 5 for 22 points of damage.
Sheesh, that is no small feat. You slash into this ogre. You see as this, like, your eyes just like sear with this burning purple light as your laser focus just like beams into this ogre like, you are my target. You are the test dummy. You are going to fucking get it. As your glaive just slices diagonally across the chest, kind of deeper than your last cut, exposing more of the tissue underneath the skin in a deep, deep, very brutal cut. The ogre is still not down, but it does look severely hurt. Is there anything else you would, you've done your bonus, you've done your action, is there any kind of movement you'd like to do, or are you going to continue to stay in combat with this ogre?
I am going to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step back so that I can still reach him with my glaive, but he cannot reach me.
Okay. Just to be clear, that you're going to be stepping out of his reach. That is technically an opportunity attack that he'll get on you. Are you okay with that?
That is perfectly fine.
Okie dokie. He rolled a natural 2, so he's not going to hit you.
Get fucked, buddy.
So you watch as this ogre and reaches out and swipes at you, missing, and as it just kind of grazes the tips of your hair as you slide back and get within range, still with your glaive, but out of range of the arms of this ogre. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Click Clack.
Okay. I do have a couple questions before we get into my turn. What is there a swarm between Click Clack and the ogre?
There is. So there is the swarm that is technically in the middle of the tent that are currently going after the downed clerics right now. And then there is the one infected who is still in active combat with Noe and Encina, but it's not a danger that one. It's one guy, so it's not going to do anything, and he's in combat with 2 people right now who are more than capable of taking them down. So there is that one very strong active group of 5 that is between you and the ogre.
Okay. Click Clack is going to look at one of the guys in that swarm that's closest to him. He is going to take out his his decanter of endless water. And he is going to open it and say geyser.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, fuck me. So, what is there anything? What? Go ahead.
The target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Strength saving?
Strength.
Okay, and it was 13, you said, okay? So
yes.
This is they get a +1 to their saving throws. 12 or higher, they beat the roll. That is a natural 6. So they fail.
Alright, so it's going to take 1d4 bludgeoning and fall prone.
Fantastic.
And that's a 4. Hell yeah.
Beautiful. So, 4 damage. You blast this pack of zombies that is in the middle, kind of hovering and seemingly hurting these clerics on the floor, Kaylin and Jezebel, and open up your jug from your pack to and release the cork on the end of this jug, and a gush of water, stronger than any of the waterfalls that you have seen on your journeys, comes flowing out of this spout and just blasts this zombie in the face like a super soaker on a hot day by a mean older brother. Just blasted in the face by water as they take that damage and seem hurt by it for sure. That wasn't fun at all. That was incredible, but that wasn't fun for them. Is there anything else that you would like to do, Click Clack?
I don't think there's anything else that Click Clack can do, because I believe taking the object out to use would be the action, and it's a bonus action to specifically aim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Awesome. That is still incredible, hilarious, and effective at the same time. Up next in the initiative order, we have Whoa. Whoa, what would you like to do?
Just real quick, how many people... I'm in between the two remaining packs, right? I'm around that area with Snack.
Yes. So you are standing right next to that pack that Click Clack just hit with that water geyser. So you're near that pack of 5 that has a little bit of damage, but all 5 are still standing. And still next to Snack.
Oh, but how many allies are near there?
Freya is probably within about 10 feet. Click Clack is close by. Freddy is close by. I would say that those two specifically are probably within that 10 to 5 feet range right there.
Oh, okay. Alright, then instead I think I'll just cast Hex. Oh, Hex is concentration. You're gonna lose some bull strength there, Xena. I don't think you really needed that, to be honest.
Yeah, you're good. Do what you gotta do.
The ogre's still up, right?
The ogre is still up.
Then I'm going to cast Hex on the ogre.
Cool. So there's 2 people casting Hex on this ogre. I love that.
Oh, somebody already cast it?
I know that Click Clack has also hexed it, but I don't see why 2 people can't do it.
Okay, how about instead of hexing, I just throw some bees at people? I like that plan.
Yeah, that's great.
I cast bees.
I cast bees?
No, I mean, I have a spell called bees.
He has bees?
He's got bees. I love bees.
Bees literally fly out of my hair at the one of the packs.
I love that.
Extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range, and a projectile of a small swarm of bees emits from your palm. The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Oh shit. Alright, so who are you aiming the bees at?
One of the packs near me.
Perfect, so we can hit that pack.
I'm guessing that's like all one hitbox. I don't know if it's a separate
Absolutely. So it is, you said, a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
What was the DC?
15.
15. I'm rolling like garbage today, friends. That is a natural 7, so they fail that.
Alright, eat some bees.
Bees!
Nice! A single damage.
A single damage.
I rolled a 1.
I love that. You're standing in the middle of the tent as your hair starts to just vibrate, and everyone standing around, you can just hear the humming and buzzing just emanating from Woe, as Woe outstretches her hands to the pack of infected nearest to her, as bees just fly out of her hair like an angry swarm being disturbed and just shoot towards this pack, stinging them and causing them damage. A single damage, but damage nonetheless. I love that spell. I'm so happy you have it. I love it. Up next
I
is going
still get
to
a bonus action,
Oh,
and then
go
Stack
for
gets
it.
to go.
Yes, that's right.
As a bonus action, I will create a healing spirit,
Beautiful.
which I can do. Cast time 1 bonus action, concentration for 1 minute, so I do lose the bow strength on Encina. But basically, a little nature spirit comes out of my hair. It starts healing people on its turn.
Beautiful. So this shadowy fairy fire type little spirit that looks like a jackalope pops out of your hair and starts hopping around in this like kind of poofy, smoky green energy as it kind of like pops / teleports from like one like 5-foot cube to the next 5-foot cube as it just kind of hops around, giving its healing energy to the people around you.
Well, just... Oh, okay, on its turn. But is there anybody hurt that would need 1d6 of healing?
I know Freya is hurt right now,
Spirit can heal a number of times equal to...
and Encina has a little bit of damage. But right now, of the people who are the most damaged, Freya is number 1.
Okay, so it'll hop on down to Freya.
You see as
On
it
its
hops
turn.
and sticks around. Yeah, on its turn. We'll do Snack first,
Okay.
and then we'll do its turn to heal Freya.
Snack's gonna attack one of the packs. It gets
Go for
advantage
it.
on attack rolls. That is 18 plus 4, 22.
Hits.
And then a 1d6 plus 1 damage. 3 damage.
3 damage. Incredible. So after all of those strings of attacks and everything against this pack of zombie, the geyser of water, the bees, the attack by Snack, one of the zombies finally does drop and go down, bringing this pack to a total of 4. And then on the Jackalope's turn, it's going to hop over to Freya to give, you said a d6 of healing?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll that d6.
1 point of healing.
Thank
A whole
you.
point of healing.
Hey, it puts me somewhere.
It gets you up, and that's all that matters. On the next initiative, it is going to be the lair action once again. Once again, the 2 packs of zombies are going to frantically try and get out of the den. They all start kind of like twitching and moving and like violently kind of like shaking and like jerking their bodies in all directions, as you see them start to kind of like foam this inky black around the corners of their mouth. And they all start to try and scatter as much as they possibly can. The 2 inside are going to try and break down. They do successfully break down. You see as they are slamming their bodies over and over and over into this wall after it being damaged by fire, after being attacked multiple times. The doors, the sides of the walls of this medical tent finally give in as they break down and move and scatter throughout the sides here. These two packs of zombies are quickly moving out and heading to the closest people that they can find. As you're looking around at the hole that they left in this medical tent and out onto the people, you see that the not armed civilians are starting to scatter and head into the homes to try and protect themselves, as the knights who have finished doffing their armor leap into action to try and help you take care of these 2 swarms of zombies. Up next in the initiative after the lair action is going to be the ogre again. It is locked in a 1v1 with Freya, so they are going to take another attack on you. Remind me again of your AC, Freya.
14.
14. The ogre takes a step forward to try and swing at you, but misses by a couple of inches, swinging wildly in front of you. Just you can see the foam kind of like dripping down the sides of the mouth, this inky black like infection that has taken over this ogre's body. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Oriana. Miss Oriana, it is your turn in the initiative order. Is there anything that you would
Yes,
like to
and there is. I forgot I was muted, so I was just talking.
It's just a party of two. You did just see that the zombies broke. You are kind of closer and have a better line of sight on the outer wall. You see that these two packs of zombies finally do break through the sides of these walls and start to spread themselves out into this courtyard. You see the knights that were kind of mingling around the blacksmithing area jumping into action to help strike down these people who have turned on them. What would you like to do?
I think she is going to probably move a little bit closer. So she's going to displace herself a little bit closer to them. Maybe still enough distance to where they can't exactly grab her, but still close enough to where maybe she can get a few more people with her spray, because she's going to cast the caustic brew again at a second level, because she was very impressed with how well it worked the first time. So she's like, well, let's just do it again.
Before we do that, actually, we never rolled the damage for the caustic
Oh.
for that first group. So go ahead and first roll me that 4d4 damage for that first group. That initially.
Yeah, I was not paying attention. I apologize.
Neither was I, so I'm glad at least one of us remembered.
Yeah, I was listening. I was like, I'm into the battle here. Okay, give me 1 second. And that is going to be a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 3, which makes 9.
9. This last standing zombie is or infected is taking the damage from the poison caustic brew that you casted before. You can hear the sizzling off in the distance because you're not quite looking at it. But Noe and Encina, the zombie that is standing in front of you right now, you can see as their skin just starts to bubble and boil and burst as it is taking acid damage from this caustic brew, and slowly and surely dying in front of you. So now you can go ahead and do the new caustic brew on one of these escaped packs that have come out.
Happily.
They make a check, right? It's a dexterity saving throw?
I believe so. Let me double check that. Yes. They have to beat a 14.
They cannot, for the life of them, roll above a 6. So, they fail. Massively.
Yeah, I mean, when you're not feeling too good and you're controlled by an evil plague, I'm sure you're not going to roll at your best.
Fair enough. It's not their best day.
Yeah, definitely not. But, maybe a good acid bath will just help calm the nerves.
100%. Go ahead and roll that damage.
All right, that's going to be a 2, a 1, a 4. So that's going to be a 7 plus a 4. So that's going to be 11.
11 damage. Awesome. One of the zombies from this group, this is the same group that was burned and dropped, one by Freddy doing a sick move inside the med tent. Another one of those zombies dropped to the floor as their skin boils and burns them to death.
Beautiful.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Oriana?
Yes, sir. So add like a little bit of spice. As she's casting it, she goes into, I believe it's called a puree, where she spins and lets the acid flow from her fingers all over them as she does her spin. And then as she stops, she points to Click Clack and gives him a bardic inspiration.
Oh, so lovely.
Aw, thanks.
You're welcome. Baby bird needs a little love, a little extra help.
I love that. Beautiful turn as you pirouette out in the courtyard and spray your caustic brew all over the place, causing as much damage as you can. You gracefully take down one of these infected and inspire one of your fellow heroes to do better on their next turn if they so need it. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Encina. Encina, you still have the one zombie who or infected that is standing in front of you from that original pack. They are not looking good, like, at all. And then you have the two escaped packs that you can kind of see out of the corner of your eye. That one of the packs was just sprayed by Oriana, and the other ones are still looking fairly alert. There is still also that other pack that is still in the med tent along with the ogre.
Okay. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do, if this will work, because my Thunderous Smite is just going now, so I don't have to use that, right?
So for the Thunderous Smite, what you will have to cast that with each hit. But the thing about Thunderous Smite is you don't have to cast it until you have already attacked and hit. So you can choose to add that on, like, after. So, for example, if you hit the creature, you can be like, oh, cool, I hit this creature. I'm just going to go ahead and add this smite on top and just go ahead and add some extra damage. So you can just add that on afterwards as a choice, but you'll have to cast it for each attack that you do. Or you choose to do.
So I would have to keep using spell slots even though it's a concentration? Or no?
I think that is how it works. Let me double check on that for you. Because I think it's one that you just have to recast. Up to a minute. Yeah, so it says the first time you hit a creature with a melee attack, so it's after you successfully connect with the Thunderous Smite, it goes away. But it's like if you ended up saying you casted it beforehand and then you end up not hitting the creature, it stays around until the next time you hit a creature. So because you've used it already, you'll have to recast it to use it once again on this attack.
Okay. Alright, I'm glad I asked then, rather than just assuming. Okay, so I'm gonna bonus action 2-weapon fighting to get rid of the zombie that's in front of me.
Beautiful.
So let me roll for that. Alright, so that is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then... bonus action to... Okay, I just don't use my modifier. That's fine with me. Alright, so that's a 1d12. So that is 3 damage for the one in front of me.
Encina, finish this guy.
Fuck yeah. So, Encina's got places to be, things to do. This guy is obstructing her getting to the other 2 packs that are now attacking the civilians. So she, with one hand, takes her great axe, cleaves him right through the neck, head pops off, body falls over, and she is going to use her action on, there's a pack that's not damaged, right?
It's very slightly damaged. They are there is one that is still within the med tent right now. The ones that Woe has been mostly attacking, as well as Click Clack as well has attacked this horde. And then there is still 2 other hordes that are outside the pack. Or outside
Okay,
the med tent.
And the 2 hordes that are going towards the civilians, is one of them undamaged or both of them are undamaged?
Both of them have damage. One of them has more damage than the other. One of the packs still has all 5 of the infected, and the other one only has 3.
Okay. I think Encina's gonna go for the one that still has all of its members.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that. Oh, okay, that's very nice. So that is a 23 to hit.
Beautiful. That is slams, absolutely.
Awesome. Now let's roll this dammy down. And that's 6 damage to the one with all of its people.
Fantastic. You injured that pack again and managed to take down one of the zombies, bringing them down to a pack of 4. That is a beautiful turn. You used your bonus action, your action, and your movement. I believe that is your turn, unless you would like to just flip them off for funds.
I mean, yeah, she'll flip them off, but that is the end of her turn.
Lovely. All right, that is now we are moving on to Noe. Noe, the zombie pack that was once obstructing your view has been slain by Encina. You are no longer obstructed. There is a pack of zombies that are still within the med tent, as well as the ogre. And then there are the 2 escaped packs, one with a group of 4, and now 4, and then a group of 3 as well. What would you like to do?
I'd like to use my move to go towards the ogre.
Absolutely. You're gonna be passing one of the packs. They're just gonna get a quick opportunity attack and miss.
Nice.
I can't fucking hit you with an 18.
Damn right you can't.
You move through the crowd over to the ogre. It has its back to you as it's squaring up to your son right now. You can go ahead and make an attack.
We sure will. Okay. That's a 14 to hit with the greatsword.
That is a hit.
Okay, good.
They're just wearing clothes.
And it's just the damage. I don't get the D10 anymore, huh?
I think you do still get that D10. How long does that effect last, Freya? Is it like a minute, or is it concentration?
It's like a bardic. Once you use it, it's done.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you don't get it then. So it's just your D12.
That's okay. That's a 6.
A 6. Awesome. You wail into this guy's back. You can see the all of the damage that this ogre has taken thus far. The multiple attacks from Freya, this attack from you now, as well as the arrow that's still lodged into its back from Click Clack, is all dripping and oozing blood, and it is all starting to have an effect on this ogre as it is starting to become sluggish. Is there anything else you would like to do as a bonus action or anything like that?
Am I able? Okay, so for bonus action, it says 2-weapon fighting. Am I able to attack it again?
Yes, you can go ahead and attack it again.
Do I have to use my hand axes?
Yeah, so it'll be your offhand, so it will be the hand axe.
Okay. She's like confident after her first greatsword attack, so she wants to try her hand at her hand axes, and we're rolling to hit. We've got a 15.
Yes, that hit.
Okay. And roll for our damage. Oops. And that's a 8.
8 damage. This ogre is
Wait,
not...
it says hand... Oh yeah, 8, sorry.
No problem. The ogre is starting to look very hurt, guys. Not looking good. Up next is going to be the knights who started to take action. They are coming in at initiative 10 underneath. No way. They are going to take attacks on the 2 swords of zombies that came out from the med tent. And they are going to all take some damage. You see that it's like 10 guys come out and start swarming these packs. These injured knights and paladins who have fought bravely before and in other battles come in and jump into the battle as if it's something they've done multiple times and take down 2 zombies, 1 from each of the packs, really bringing down the numbers here. Up next is going to be those zombies, though. They are going to make attacks on those knights that are now engaged with them. And they're going to do some damage. You see, they are kind of going back and forth in like combat. You see one of the knights with a like bandage across the eye, just kind of like screams out in pain as he like gets like slashed across the arm. And then the pack of zombies that are inside the med tent are going to...
Oh, CJ.
Yeah.
Before the pack that Oriana hit finishes, they can take some more damage.
That is true. They are taking more damage.
So let me roll that for them. That's a 3, a 3, and a 3. And then...
Hey!
Another 3. Lucky 3s. Okay, so that's going to be a 12.
Wow, incredible. These zombies are like singeing in pain as another one drops to the floor dead. Incredible. Thank you for keeping that remembered. The last a group of zombies that are in the med tent are going to turn their attention away from the cleric on the floor and focus their energy towards the people that are hurting them. They are going to try and make a slam attack against Woe. Woe, what is your AC?
15.
15. They are going to hit you for 4 damage.
Okay, I will... Is it an elemental damage?
It is... no, it's just like a weapon attack, like a melee weapon attack. Bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. 4 damage, you said?
4 damage total.
Oop. Okay.
Beautiful. Next in the initiative order is going to be R. R, you have just slid across the floor, burned these zombies who have now unfortunately escaped into the fort.
So there's two packs in the fort right now, right?
Yeah, 2 wild packs in the fort. They have 3 zombies and 2 zombies, respectively, in each pack.
Okay. And I'm not near any of the packs of zombies, right? I'm still by the door or the entrance to the wall.
You are still within fairly close range to the pack that is still lingering within the med tent. So the ones that just reached out and attacked Woe. So those ones are just kind of like about maybe 7 or so feet, like right behind you.
So Freddy's gonna strum up his guitar a little bit, and then cast Scorching Ray, shooting 3 Scorching Rays, one at the pack of 3 that went outside, one at the pack that's still inside, and one at the ogre.
Beautiful. Sounds fantastic. Go ahead, and I believe those are rolled to hits, right?
Yeah, there are 3 different range spell attacks.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll those.
So the first one is a 17.
Hits.
We got an 8.
Hits exactly.
Oh, wow, okay. And a 19.
Hits.
Okay. So
we'll do the damages. Are they they're just all take the same damage, or did you want to roll the individual?
No, let's just do all take the same damage. That's easier.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 5. Okay, so 10 damage to each. Fire.
Incredible. That ogre takes that fire. As you can smell the smell of the rancid blood just burning and sizzling against this ogre's skin, as it just screams in pain as it's getting attacked from all different sides. The pack of zombies out there that had 3 of them attached to them dropped to 2 zombies, and then the pack of zombies that were in here that just attacked Woe dropped to 4 zombies. So we are down to 4 inside, and then 2 packs of 2 outside, and that is the end of. Is there anything else you would like to do for your turn?
Yeah, let me throw some good old-fashioned, since I've now practiced sanitation techniques, I'm going to throw some good old-fashioned bardic to Woe, my good friend Woe. And I literally, flip a coin to them, mid-fight snack.
A Scooby snack?
For me, a Scooby snack? So you flip a coin over to Woe, giving her inspiration in this moment after your 3 scorching rays blast out from your hands, attacking different entities around you, surrounding you. It's like you are being enveloped and circled by this circle of flame as it just shoots out in all directions from you. On the next initiative turn, you hear the guards that were standing watch at the outside all start to shout, "We've got wild ones!" As you start to hear rumbling in the distance against the wall outside, as you see these guards up against the wall start shooting arrows down at something. Up next in the initiative is going to be Freya. Freya, what would you like to do?
So one of my abilities is Overchannel, and I would like to use it so that I can use my bonus action to... Who is near me?
Your mother is currently near you, actually, right now.
Tag you're it again, Mom. I'm gonna give you another burden dice because my Overchannel allows me to use one of my class features to double the benefits of it. So instead of getting 1 burden die, I get 2 Overchanneling. It's another psychic. You see purple again with the energy on their heads, and I'm going to take my swing with my glaive again on the ogre.
We'll go for it.
Does a 23 hit?
It sure does.
All right. That'll be 10 damage to the ogre.
It is very, very badly injured, knocking and walking up Death's stoop, very close to the end of its life. Is there anything else you would like to do, Freya?
I do not believe there's anything else I can do.
I believe that is correct. But a great turn nonetheless. Up next is going to be Click Clack.
Oh boy, okay. Who's still standing?
So, still standing, but barely, is the ogre. We still have the pack of infected who are in the med tent. That is now just to a pack of 4 infected instead of 5. There are 2 groups of 2 infected out in the courtyard. All of your PC members are still standing, and the guards have just shouted that there are wild ones at the wall, and you hear banging up against the side wall.
Fun times, okay. Since the ogre is still marked with the huntsman mark, Click Clack is actually going to, real quick, bonus action, ensnaring strike. So the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines will appear at the point of impact, and the target must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends.
Awesome, that's incredible. Are you going to shoot that at the ogre?
Yes, I am.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, that's 18 plus 8.
Yeah, that hits. And then they'll make that strength saving throw with the ensnaring strike. What was the DC for that?
Let's do it real quick. Let's see. Just a 10. Strength directive. Yeah.
They unfortunately succeed.
Of course they do.
They're one
Then
good
Ryan's-
stat.
Yep. But they still get hit from like the bow itself and the hunter's mark. Cool. 11.
11. This ogre knees are shaking, barely standing, just a punching dummy at this point. So few hit points, a breeze could knock it over, but still on its feet. Great though. Is there anything else you would like to do, Click Clack?
Not really much else there is for him to do, so.
Fair enough. We're still all babies here. We'll get some new stuff soon. Great turn. Up next in the initiative order is going to actually be the lair action. These zombies are all spazzing out. They are like jerking and twisting their bodies, like foaming at the mouth and starting to branch out to try and attack the nearby people, and for now, that's going to be the closest people to the pack. Interior is going to be Woe is going to be close enough to them that they're just, whoa, I need a Constitution saving throw, please. And then also the knights are going to be under attack as well.
You're at 14 con save.
14, that is the success. So these zombies, they try to sink their teeth into you, trying to spread this infection and continue its growth. You feel the energy start to try and leach into you and bleed into your veins, but your energy and your spirit, your connection to the forest and your connection to nature knows that this is a plague and knows that this does not belong in your body and in the forest itself. So your body rejects it and you are able to save from that con save. The knights look like they take a little bit of damage from those attacks. Up next on the initiative order is going to be Woe.
Yes, there's the zombies that just attacked me, right?
Yes.
I will lash out with the Thorn Whip.
Absolutely, lash out. Go off.
Let's see, 26 to hit.
Jesus, yes, that hits.
And that is 5 damage.
5 damage. You, a, like, viney, thorny, long whip extends from your hand as you snap and crack it in retaliation to the infected who hurt you, as you fully decapitate one of them, bringing them down to a party of 3. Is there anything else you would like to do, Woe?
That's it for me. I guess, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. And then Snap.
Snap's gonna attack the zombies also.
He's gonna attack the same pack?
Yeah.
Awesome, go for it.
That is 17 plus 4, 21 to hit.
Absolutely. It's
And 4 damage.
4 damage. The snack bites into this horde of zombies in retaliation against hurting you, and they are very injured. You still have your jackalope, I believe. Is that still in effect?
Yep.
Awesome. Who would you like to
heal? Is Freya near? Did Freya move?
Yeah, Freya is still within range.
Then it's gonna heal Freya again.
Awesome.
They're 3 hit points.
Awesome. So Freya, you get 3 hit points.
Thank you again, my friend.
Sure. I gotta figure out how many more
appreciate
that.
Up next in the initiative order is going to be that ogre with its final, like last couple of hit points. He is going to try and reach out and attack Freya. Does a 24 hit?
I don't know. Does a 24 hit?
I don't know.
Only like 10 points higher than my AC.
Oh, only 10. That's okay. It's a little. You're fine. Amazing. So you are going to take 20 points of damage.
I'm sorry, what?
They rolled high on...
I'm gonna go die now.
Oh, you're down?
No.
Oh boy. No? Okay.
I have 13 health points.
Okay, good. Good. Nice. Fantastic. You get hit by this ogre who is lashing out with the rage of something that you have not yet experienced this kind of rage, but no way your mother knows this type of rage in a creature. It is the rage of a creature that has nothing left to lose, striking out at you for 20 points of damage. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Oriana.
All right, so, okay, so can I roll to see if I see any of the wild ones coming?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. That is going to be a fucking math. 16.
16. Did you want to try and get any closer to try and get a clearer view on what's going on?
No, because if it appears that the knights have a handle on that situation for the moment, she'd rather take care of the danger that could actually hurt them on the inside.
Absolutely. So, with a 16 perception check, you can see outside that there are two large creatures that seem to be about dire wolf sized. They are mangly, gangly, tick infested, eyes glazed over and white, foaming at the mouth, the same black, inky darkness that you see in these infected, as they are slamming their bodies into the wall, trying to get in to infect as many people as they can possibly get their hands or their teeth into, just like these same infected are doing here inside. And on a 16 perception check, you can see that the wall that they are slamming into isn't necessarily strong, and while it's holding them back for now and the guards are working on it, you don't necessarily know how long that wall has.
Right, okay. How far am I from the wall?
You are probably about 30 feet from the wall.
Okay. If I'm able to, am I able to run up to the wall and then jump on top of it by using my displacer cloak?
Yeah,
or is that
sure. That's
okay.
Dope as hell. Let's go for it.
Okay, so that's what she's going to do. So she is going to turn and she's going to see that there's a real issue happening there. And while she knows her friends need help, she knows they've got this. So before she runs, she's going to yell some words of encouragement to Freya to give him a bardic. And then she's going to take off towards the wall, full speed. And then she is going to jump, disappear, and appear at the top of the wall. And that is where she is going to cast her favorite caustic brew one more time. As she lands and kind of does a swoop with her hand to kind of cast that down onto the beasts below. And she's going to do a second level again just because of the severity of it all.
Love that. Go ahead. I believe I know I'm asking this like every time. That's like a you roll to see if you hit them, right? Or do they make a check? I think they make a check.
They make a check. They make a dexterity saving throw of a 14.
Ooh, copy. All right. Ooh. Dex sucks. God damn it. All right. I should really look at the stats before I choose these monsters. Okay. What's the DC?
14.
14. Okay. One of them succeeds, the other one fails.
Okay. Well, it's about to get 4d4 of damage.
4d4 of damage. Let's do
Yes, so that looks like a 3, a 2, a 4, and that is going to be 9. And that is going to be an additional. Let me roll that last one because I only have 3d4 with me tonight. An additional 3 points, making it a 12.
Yes, 12. And it only affects the one who fails, right?
Yes. The other one, I believe, is just unaffected.
All right, amazing. So you spray the same acid brew that you've got and concocted in your and perfected through your studies of artificery and alchemy. It is tried and true. You continue to use it because you know it works, and that is something that is very logical and makes sense in your brain. You know it works. Let's use it every time. Then it continues to work and put out for you. The monster, the wild one, infected outside, screams out in pain as the guards around you all lay their arrows into both of these creatures as the backs of these creatures start to look riddled with arrows and the oozy black, dark red blood starts to seep from their backs and wounds. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think I've used everything because I used my action and my bonus action. So I think what she'll do then is she'll call to her team and say, I've got the wall. Continue to fight the zombies. Stop them.
You call out to your crew, letting them know you've got the situation handled over on this side, and for them to continue their fight on with what's going on the interior. Great job. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Encina.
Hello. So we've got where Encina is, there's still the 2 hordes of zombies, and each have 2 zombies inside of the horde.
Correct. The horde that is inside the med tent also only has 2 zombies. The ogre zombie is barely standing and currently being flanked on both sides by Noe and Freya. But you've still got a couple of rogue zombies that are still loose and have some health to them, as well as the situation that Oriana says that she's got handled, but there is a situation going on outside.
Okay. So I think Encina's gonna go for one of the hello? Can my brain work? One of the hordes that's near her that are attacking the civilians.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll for that. Oh, very nice. That's a 23 to hit.
Beautiful. That hits.
Okay, awesome. Let's get this bread.
Get the bread.
Oh, very nice. So that is 15 damage in total.
You fully slam one of these zombies, just crunch them top to bottom, leaving one of the packs with only 1 zombie left.
Okay, beautiful. We're going for 2-weapon fighting as my bonus action for that last zombie.
Yes, go for it.
Cool. So that is a 12. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does hit.
Oh, nice. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Let me just check here really quick. Okay. Okay. And that is 3 damage to the last zombie that's there.
Incredible. You finish off this herd, fully slamming them into the ground. They were near dead anyway. You finished off this herd. There's only 2 left from that one herd that escaped from before, and still 2 left in that med tent, along with the ogre that is barely standing, and the situation outside. Up next in initiative is Noe. Noe, you still have this ogre standing in front of you. It is barely standing right at this point. And there's also a swarm behind you. Just 2 zombies in that swarm that look like they are pretty hurt.
She's going to focus her attention on the ogre.
It just hurt me, Mom.
Exactly. She's not too happy about that. So she has all of her anger, her mother anger, seeing her child hurt. Let me see what I can do here. Let's take this guy down. Who's nearby to us?
Friend or foe?
Friend.
You have your son nearby. Woe is also nearby. Click Clack is still nearby. And R is also still nearby.
Okay. People want to save it. You know what? No time for effing around. We're just gonna great sword it again. Tried and true classic. We're just gonna knock it out. Let's go ahead. Yeah. She's takes one look at Freya and she looks back at the ogre, and like all she wants is for all of this to be over. So she is going to roll to hit, and she's got a 16 to hit.
That hit.
Okay,
What is your your modifier that you add to your damage when you roll?
3.
No
plus
way.
3.
Go ahead and finish this ogre for me.
All right. It's a 10 damage, and as she holds up her sword high, she locks eyes with Freya, and she's looking at her son as she brings the sword over the ogre's head, splitting it in half.
You cleave down head first into this ogre's already sliced and bleeding body as it perfectly slices through the skull of this ogre, splitting the brain and spine all the way down to the collarbone in half as your sword catches on the breast of the bone breast of this ogre and stops as it just splits open in front of you and Freya, dead.
A deep satisfaction.
Deep satisfaction. It feels good. A kill, a good big kill again. Since the last war, since the Great War. Up next is going to be the Knights. They're going to take a series of attacks on the 2 zombies that are still remaining in the courtyard, and they take down one of the zombies, leaving one of them left. They are going to act next and go ahead and just swipe on the Knights that just attacked them. Actually, I believe these ones were sprayed, so go ahead and roll damage for the spray.
Oh, was that for me?
Oh, yes, sorry. Can you roll
Okay.
these four?
No,
D4?
you're fine. You're fine. I stepped away for a second. Sorry.
You're all good.
Yes, I can do that. Apologies. Okay. So let's see. Let's do a little bit of an acid bath tonight. That's going to be a 1, a 4, and a 3. So that's going to be an 8.
Beautiful. 8 damage. They are.
Oh, wait. Hold on. One more. That was just 3.
Oh.
The last one is just a 1. So that's 9.
9 damage. Incredible. They are barely standing at this point, the last remaining zombie in the courtyard. The last group of herd that is in the tent are going to lash out and try to hit Woes, to hit Snack again, actually. What is Snack's AC?
13.
That's a miss. You watch as the herd tries to reach out and hit Snack and misses, as Snack kind of like pulls back at the last moment, saving themselves. Next in the initiative order is going to be R.
Yes, hello. So Ogre is down. How many herds are still up?
So there's 1 zombie remaining in the courtyard and 2 remaining in the med tent where you are. There's also the situation that Oriana is dealing with at the wall that is kind of like about maybe 40 to 45 feet from where you're standing right now, directly behind you.
Okay. I don't have any more spells. I'm gonna just hit a Eldritch Blast, the one in the courtyard.
Beautiful. Go for it.
And then I'll start, and then afterwards I'll make my way towards the nasty business that's coming. 13 plus 6. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Let's see. That is 8 damage.
Freddy, how the hell do you blast this zombie into wherever the hell you send it?
So, I think Freddy just playing with the chords, and then as he brings his hand up, little sparks of energy swirl into his palm, and he just blasts the head off of this last zombie.
So much decapitation this episode, and I am here for it.
No one needs their head.
A shockwave. No one needs it. Who needs it? A shockwave of energy and music comes blasting out from you, and a shockwave across the wind and the air. You can see as it travels from you and slices this guy's head clean off as it falls, very Mortal Kombat style, like the head first and then the body falls in limp motion. The courtyard is clear from zombies. There are still 2 in the med tent, and then whatever the business is outside.
Who's still in the med tent with those 2?
So it's still here in the med tent. Freya's still in here. Noah is still in here. Woe is still in here along with Snack. And I believe that is everybody that's in the med tent. Oh, and Click Clack is also, yes.
I'm gonna give Click Clack a little bit of inspiration.
Yeah.
Share it. And then I'm gonna make my way towards the wall where the unfriendliness is coming.
Fantastic. So you start to make your way over towards the wall where Oriana and the guards are firing down on whatever is happening outside. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you start to approach that side.
Alright. I perceive nothing. That is a natural 1.
Yeah, you are going on a whim, and all the guards and Oriana are shooting down at something that's going on, but you can't quite get a handle on or understanding on what's happening out there until you get a good look at it.
I think after I decapitated that one zombie, some of his guts got in my eye. I can't clearly see right now.
You're just kind of like clearing the blood and guts off of your vision as you're just trying to like comprehend what's going on.
Yeah.
I love that. Oriana, you watch as the creatures outside start to slam their bodies into the wall in attempts to break in. The guards that are standing on the wall above it are going to make dexterity saving throws to try and not fall off the wall. One rolled a natural 1 and the other one rolled a natural 2. So
Love that.
They're gonna fall. I'm gonna roll a d4 to figure out which way they fall. On a 1, they fall forward towards the danger. On a 2, they fall to the right. On a 3, they fall back towards where Freddy is running to. And on a 4, they fall to the left. So a 2 and a 4 are safe. 1 is like super bad danger, and a 4 is like within the wall's confines in a way, but still within like striking zone if those creatures come in. That is a 1. So you watched as the creature, as the men that are fighting alongside you, as they lose their balance. As these creatures shake the walls in attempts to try and get in, the unsturdy stone underneath them slips and moves and cracks as they both fall head first towards the creatures that are attacking this wall. And you see these creatures immediately turn their attention down at the people who are at their feet. Freya, it is your turn.
One of the wolves did take damage from my brew.
Correct. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. At the 3, a 3, and a 1, so that's 7. And then the last one is a 2, so that's going to be another 9.
A 9. Incredible. Still standing, but very hurt.
And then I know this is probably not allowed, but since watching them as does she get an opportunity attack from them like throwing themselves into the wall, or is that just not allowed because it's not necessarily an opportunity?
Yeah, they are like beneath you at the bottom and base of the wall, and you're standing at the top. You can, however, if you would like to, I will allow you to use your reaction at this time to try and catch one of them. So 2 people fell face first into impending doom. You can use your reaction to try and catch one of them. Would you like to try and do so?
I would love to do that, yes.
Incredible. So go ahead and I'll let you choose. You can make an acrobatics check or an athletics check to try and catch them.
We're going to do acrobatics.
Go for it.
It's going to be a 10.
A 10. You actually managed to catch them. They do not fall all the way down. However, you didn't quite hit the full DC for like saving them from falling all the way down. But what you have done is catch them before they fell down the wall. So you are like basically like never let me go, Jack moment right now with this with this guard who's like got his feet dangling down the wall, and you've got their arms like holding on to them right now.
Okay.
I love that. Great use of a reaction. Freya, it is going to be your turn. There is still a couple of zombies, 2 zombies who are still in this med tent right now. Those are the only threats as far as the infected who came out of the med tent at this point. And then there is the new threat that Oriana is dealing with, and Freddy is currently heading towards.
I am going to, and you said Oriana's holding on to somebody, right?
Oriana is now holding on to somebody. You watched as Oriana like leapt to go and catch a falling soldier as they were falling over the wall. And now what you can see is like the backside of Oriana as she is like hunched over, leaning down, like holding on to this person.
Okay, so I can't see the person that's falling.
No, you can't see the person. They're on the other side of the wall, but you can see Oriana, who is holding the person.
Okay. That changes what I was going to do. I'm going to attack the zombies still.
Yes, go for it. You can attack these remaining zombies that are in here.
Natural 20.
Yes, that's what's up. Go for it. Double damage. Fuck them up.
That is 25 damage.
Freya, finish this swarm.
I think at this moment, you see what practice has gone into Freya's fighting for so long as he twirls this glaive with ease, missing his allies, but then slicing through both zombies. And how far away are the are basically the person that's falling? Like, can I get to them from where I am to be able to do something?
So you can, if you've got the bonus action to do some fuckery, you can. So you are 45 feet away from the wall right now.
45 feet away from the wall. And I'd have to get on the other side of the wall.
You would have to get to the other side of the wall or to the top where Oriana is to try and help her keep him up. There is also another person who is down on the other side. Like, you saw two people fall, and Oriana is just her. She's a small drow. You know, you think she could probably catch one, but two?
So I am going to, so I'm 45 feet away. I'm going to jump. I'm going to take 5 feet of movement. And mirthful leap. So I rolled my D8. I got a 7. I can jump 21 feet. So that's 28 feet I can jump.
You would be able to jump the height of the wall with 28 feet.
Okay. I'm kind of... I would have to go over the wall to get to the person that fell, correct?
Correct.
I think I'll do it. Can I jump up the wall and down?
Give me an athletics check.
I'm actually gonna reaction cast Featherfall on myself.
Okay, sounds good. Just give me that will lower the DC. I still want the athletics check because this is
cool.
A pretty amazing feat of like strength and agility at once. So I just want to see, just give a number to your ability.
A 24.
Yeah. So. This is pretty much in full sight of everybody. You make leaps and bounds as you get a small running start, and then fully like rainbow dash, leap up and over the wall to reach the soldier who has fallen.
And there's things on the side of the wall, right?
Yes, you are now in like striking range of these two creatures that you now get a full sight on. For reiteration on the description, they're dire wolf size, mangy, covered in ticks, like glazed white eyes, foaming at the mouth with that same inky blackness, and just dead eyes looking for food and looking to spread this disease.
I am going to just interpose myself between the person that fell and these things.
Incredible.
And that is my turn.
You stand in front of this knight, guarding it from the attacks of this creature. And that is your turn. Click clack, it is your turn.
Okay. How far is Click Clack from this wall with Oriana?
So you are actually exactly 40 feet from the wall. Freya was a little deeper into the med tent, but you are 40 feet exactly from the wall.
Okay. Click Clack is going to go to the wall and then is going to use the help action with Oriana to get this soldier back up.
Incredible. Give the help action to Oriana to help her get this soldier back up. I love that. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good to me. Up next in the initiative is just going to be the layer action. You see Freya in front of you and Oriana from from up above. You watch as these creatures also tend to jerk and move in violent and quick motions as their bodies seem to push them to spread this infection as much as they possibly can. And they are going to lash out at Freya, who is standing in front of this knight. Both of them are going to lash out at you. I need 2 Constitution saving throws.
The Constitution saving throws?
Yes.
Okay. The first one's a 7.
Okay.
And the second one is a 10.
Okay.
Ah!
Freya, you take 15 points of necrotic damage.
I'm down.
Freya drops. Incredible. I love that for me. It's not going to come. I doubt it's going to come up, but I will go ahead and drop this information now. Once again, for our players as well for the audience, I'm going to be taking something from a fellow DM that is in the TTRPG nation. This concept of private death saves. When we reach to Freya's turn or to any of our players' characters' turns, when it is time for them to roll their death saving throws, they are not going to announce the numbers here to us or to their fellow players. That number is going to be strictly between me and the player. They will be messaging me on Discord to tell me what their death saving throw is. If anyone wants to find out how Freya is doing, they're going to have to make a medicine check. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Woe.
Whoa. So the zombies in the tent are done, so I guess I go outside?
Yes, so the issues inside are no longer. you do have, you see that Oriana is kind of like outstretched, like holding up this, or attempting to pull this knight up on her next turn. Freya jumped over the wall to go and help the other knight who is on the other side. Freddy is running off in that direction. So how would you like to get over there?
Walk.
You've got about 40 feet, so you've got 40 feet between you and the wall.
If I get to the wall, can I see the other side of it?
Yes, there are windows. So as you get closer, the closer you get to the wall, the lower the DC is on the perception check to see through the windows. The only way for there to not to be a perception check is just to be on top of the wall or on the other side of the wall.
Okay, I'll run I have 30 feet of movement. I'll get as close to the wall as I can.
Awesome. You run as close to the wall as you can. Go ahead and give me that perception check.
10.
10. 10 is good enough at this distance to see that the same description of these creatures, these direwolf-sized creatures, who are very obviously infected by this plague. And on the other side, you see that there is a knight who is unharmed. But you, through this wall on a 10, you do not hear Freya.
Okay. I can see the direwolf.
Yes, you can see them both. There are two out there.
How far from me are they?
They are just on the other side of the wall. They are about 10 feet from you, essentially. About 10, 12 feet.
Okay, so I can hit him with the thorn whip.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll hit one with the thorn whip.
Sounds perfect. Go for it.
Is 13 to hit.
That just misses, unfortunately.
Okay, and as a bonus action, I'll command my little guys to go attack the wolves and come to the front.
Sounds perfect. Did you want to send Snack out to the creatures?
Specifically, I want Snack to take the hide action this turn
Okay.
and sneak up to them.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. You can add your stealth to that roll.
He has +4 and stuff.
Oh, well then, fantastic.
Yeah. 18 stealth for him.
18. Fantastic. You watch as Snack slinks beyond the wall to the other side undetected. You also have your jackalope as well, who is able to do as you please.
I think I'm just missing it. Speed 30 feet of movement for Snack. The same should be for the jackalope.
Okay.
So, if Encina or that knight that Encina's pulling up is within range of the jackalope, they can go over and heal one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Encina, you're beefy. I'll probably just heal that knight guy. Maybe we make a lifelong friend there.
It's actually Oriana. Sorry.
Oh, Oriana's
Yeah, I
pulling
was
up
about to
someone?
say. Oriana
Yeah.
and Click Clack are pulling up the knight.
Oriana's not beefy.
Are you hurt?
No.
Oh. I'll still heal the knight guy then.
Yeah, because he's hurt.
For 4 points.
Amazing. So you send a healing energy through your little wispy jackalope. 4 points of healing to the knight that is dangling by Oriana's grace. Speaking of Oriana...
3 more heals out of that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Well...
It's just that the jackalope only has 3 more heals.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for reminding me. Up next in the initiative is going to be Oriana.
Okay, so of course she's going to pull the guard up using the help action from Click Clack. So let's roll that.
Sounds great.
Okay, that's going to be a 11. Actually, no, that's going to be a 12 with my luck stone.
A 12. A 12 is enough to heave and hoist this guy up. You manage to heave him up to the point of about mid-chest and kind of like teeter him up onto the ledge and help him back up. Absolutely. So you help him back up. Anything else?
So I guess that takes the place of my action. So let's look at my reactions real fast and see what I can do. All I can really do in the sense of like a reaction is nothing that can actually help anybody. You know what? Can I use my movement to jump down and kind of put myself between the beasts and Freya?
Yes, you can go ahead and do that. You at the? Oh yeah, you were at the top. So it's an easy jump. You kind of like jump down and place yourself between the beast and Freya's downed body at the moment. I believe that is everything for you. So brave. Is there anything else you would like to say or do?
I already gave Freya a bardic. No, Will has a bardic. I'm trying to think. You know what? I'm going to toss my last bardic over to Noe.
Okay.
And then that'll do it.
Fantastic. Up next in initiative is Encina.
Okay, cool. Can Encina get to the wall?
Yes, you can get to the wall.
Okay. Awesome. So she's gonna get to the wall, and I'm assuming is able to get on top of it as well, where everyone else is?
Yes, you can get up onto the wall.
Okay, beautiful. And then were you I can't remember, maybe I'm misremembering. Were you asking people to make insight checks on the wolves, or
you are welcome to make an insight check on the wolves if you would like so. No one's made an insight check on them yet, just mostly perception check to see them and like discover what they are.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let me make an insight check on the wolves. See what that is. That is a 12.
A 12. The creatures have the same inky black veins of distinction that you've come across with the multiple points of corruption that you've come across on this journey. They look mangy and skinny. They seem to be have been infected for a while. It seems like behind their white glassy eyes there is no recognition of good or bad or evil. There is only eat, sustain, and spread in their eyes.
Okay, beautiful. Well, not beautiful, but that's a good bit of information. I am going to use Channel Divinity Dreadful Aspect. As an action, each creature of your choice that can see you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. DC 13. On a failure, the target is frightened of you for 1 minute. If it moves more than 30 feet from you, it can attempt another saving throw. So basically I want to try to make both of them afraid of me.
Absolutely. So they make what kind of saves?
Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Wisdom, DC 13. How does a 0 and a 3 sound?
They're both afraid of me.
They're both terrified of you.
I look down at them from my perch on top of the wall, and I just kind of eye both of them, and I go, "We ain't got time for the likes of you. Skedaddle."
They look up to you, and those glassy eyes that only had like inklings of hunger and spreading disease now show you fear.
Good. Very good. And then I am also, now that they're afraid of me, I am also going to use... Can I use my movement to jump down as well?
Yes, you can go ahead and just finish off and jump down there. Did you want to jump near Oriana, between Freya's body and the beings?
Yes, I'm going to be like right next to Freya. So that way next... If I have a chance to next turn, I can just use lay on hands.
Perfect, sounds good to me. Love that. I believe that is everything, unless there's anything else I'm missing.
I can use my 2-weapon fighting.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. You can slash out at one of them.
Cool. Yeah, because I just wanted to... Yeah, because it doesn't say anything like if I hit them, the frightened status ends.
Perfect.
Cool. So let's do that. So that is 8 damage to one of them.
8 damage. You struck out at one that was seemingly more damaged than the other, and it is looking worse for wear at this point. Fantastic. Love that action economy there. Go ahead. Up next is going to be Noah.
Did she see her son fall?
She...
To the ground?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I believe that's a 10. Yeah, 10.
Fantastic. So you watch your son bravely leap bounds over the walls to protect the fallen soldier that went down there. You do not hear much of your son's fighting noises from the other side. You did not see him fall.
Okay. Who else is on this other side with him?
You saw Oriana, after saving the knight that she had caught, jumps down there. Encina is also down there. And I believe Click-Clack is on the wall, like overlooking it all, or is at least near the wall. Freddy is also approaching the wall, as well as Woe, who is approaching the wall, but right next to Freya is Oriana and Encina.
Okay. So she'd like to approach the wall because that seems like the general direction everybody's going. So we're going to go ahead and head that way.
Sounds good. You can get probably just about within about 5 feet of that wall.
Wonderful. So, yeah, as close as she can get.
Yeah, as you start to get closer, you are starting to get more and more certain that you do not hear your son's voice on the other side of the wall. No certainty here, but it is becoming clearer that you do not hear him.
That's when she starts to worry, because even if she can't hear his voice, she would still be able to hear him fight, something which she's heard him do with his siblings for years. So she's... Yeah, and she's stuck in this hard place of wanting to go after him immediately if he's out of sight, and then also wanting him to fight on his own, and give him the free rein. But I think her worry there would take over, and she'd want to check on him.
You rush over to the wall as quick as your legs can carry you to try and investigate what your son is up to, while still trying to give him the privacy of a man figuring himself out in the wild for the first time. You get as close as you can. Is there anything you would like to do action-wise? You can always take an action and dash, and that would allow you to climb the wall and get a clear view on the situation on the other side. Using that dash action would also get you over the wall if you so choose to, but that's your call.
Yeah, I'd like to dash over the wall.
Awesome. So as you start to approach the wall, you scale it with ease, and as you approach the lip to see the outside, you are greeted with the visage of these two mangy mutts who are infected as well. They are standing, currently looking in fear towards Encina. Encina and Oriana are standing next to and in front of, or between Freya, who is on the floor, dropped, and these creatures.
Okay, so definitely a clear shot of everything now.
Yeah, you're right up in the action now.
Okay, she's literally just gonna shout, Freya! And, I don't know if I'm able to do it this turn, but can I medicine check him?
Yeah, so you can do a medicine check as a free action. You use your action to dash, so you still have a bonus action, but you can use the free action to make a medicine check.
Okay. Okay, come on, big money. Oh, hell yeah, 18.
18. So Freya is currently at 0 hit points. Freya is not dead, but he is on death's door and making and fighting for his life, according to your medicine check. He is not. He has not made any progression towards getting better or getting worse. In this moment, you feel like giving him any kind of healing action would help bring him up immediately. You do not feel like he is immediately in trouble, but he is definitely on the road to being in deep trouble.
Ooh, who around is a healer that she knows of?
You know that. Give me insight check. Give me an insight check.
Okay. She's panicking and wanting to move closer. Mm-hmm. Okay, insight. We got an insight of looks like 11.
You remember Encina talking about helping heal some of the wounded.
Okay. And Encina's standing near Freya.
Right next to Freya. Right next to Freya.
Okay. Encina, please, if you're able to, He's hurt very bad. Please heal my son.
Yeah, gotcha, darling. As soon as I can, I'm right on it. Don't worry about it.
I love that. Up next in the initiative order is going to be Freddy.
So I'm not on top of the wall, right? I'm still on my way to the wall.
Yeah, so you are within 5 feet of the wall. So you would be able to use basically most, if not just about half of your action economy to just get to the top of the wall. But you are within getting to the other side would not be an issue with your movement.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the top of the wall.
Awesome. So you climb up to the top of the wall and see the scene in front of you. 2 direwolf-like creatures who are standing in fear of Encina, as Encina stands next to Freya's dropped body. Oriana has placed herself in between Freya and these creatures, and Noe is also on the other side of that wall as well, making her way as close to her son as she can. Click-Clack is also here by your side.
I'm just gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at one of the wolves.
Awesome. So there is one that is more hurt than the other. Did you want to go for the healthier one or the one who is closer to death?
Hold on, real quick. If you're casting spells, you can do a spell and then a cantrip, right? You just can't do 2 spells.
Correct, yes. If
If
your
one has
bonus action allows you to cast like cantrip spells, you can do a spell and a cantrip.
Okay, so I want to cast Hex on the weaker one.
Absolutely, go for it.
And then I'm going to, what's it called? Use my Eldritch Blast. So let me see, what does Hex, let me see.
You added
It just
D6.
affects them? Okay, gotcha. And then I'll throw my Eldritch Blast. See if we can't take him out. Oop, 11. 17?
That hits.
Okay, so it's 1d10. 9 plus 4, 13. Plus 1d6. 18 damage.
Freddy, finish this creature.
Yeah! I think Freddy is going to basically just using a little humming that sounds kind of off key to weaken the creature, and then just using a little bit more of his musical magic. He's gonna just throw an Eldritch Blast, a beam of crackling energy down from eye high, like a thunderbolt.
You see this swirling energy up above you as you watch as your friends stand over your new companion's body on the floor as the anger and frustration and all of this emotion comes blasting out of your hand and blasts this creature into dust, essentially. Fantastic work here with the Hex.
So,
and the
also,
other...
real quick, since the creature died, the Hex can move, right?
Yes, it can. You can move it.
Okay, I would like to move it on the one that's still alive.
Sounds good. You go ahead and you move it over to the still alive creature as a free action. Fantastic work here. Up next is going to be that creature. The creature, seeing that its companion has just fallen next to them, it is in fear of the person standing directly in front of them, Encina. The fight or flight is taking over in their brain, and they choose flight. They turn, they run, they take a full dash action as they bolt into the forest, out of sight and out of line, and combat is over.
Goodbye, Ho.
Get out of here, Ho. As you all recuperate, Encina leans over, blasts some healing energy into Freya. As Freya is like gasping for air and trying to hang on to life with every thread that he can possibly get. You see Mossy going and tending to the wounds of the knights who fought bravely along your side to help them and see if they were injured or even infected as well. She brings you in and tends to your own wounds, healing you and providing you a warm and very quenching meal to the best that they have on hand, offering you the sincerest of apologies for what has transpired tonight. But she does say, in response to all of this, now you see what we deal with all the time. Now you see what lies before you and why we need Nona's grace. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh my gosh.
We did it, y'all.
Cow.
Thank
He's
you
my
all
son.
so,
He's very
so much.
sick.
listening in to another episode of Bottom Sept. Tune in every week for a brand new episode. Next week, our adventurers are going to take off into a new world and head to the next largest city in Puppet, Dornwich. Come on in and listen to this next episode wherever you happen to get your podcasts. Derek, go ahead and let us know where we can follow and listen up.
Absolutely. I did make my roll, just so you guys know. I'm not gonna say what I got. CJ knows what I got. You guys can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Samsung Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and pretty much anywhere else that you find your podcasts.
In the episode,
I am floored, as I was the first one to go down, and also one of the only ones with healing spells. You can also
got the healer first, baby.
Yeah, you can also find our first campaign on our YouTube channel. Every single episode is on there. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and on our Facebook page that we don't really use, but it's there, and we make an announcements there. But really, our Instagram, our TikTok, and our Twitter are our main social medias. If you guys have any suggestions for TTRPGs you want us to use for campaigns or mini campaigns or anything in the future, please let us know on those social medias. Keep an eye out for announcements regarding campaign 2, when that's going to be posted. Also, check out the full mini series of The Story of Before, as that whole series has now been released. It follows the beginning story of our 4 creator gods, and how they ascended to being the creators of Saluna, the world we play in now. Also pay attention come fall, winter time. A special mini series will be happening then. And I think that's pretty much it. Play TTRPGs with your friends. It's the best way to have fun with your friends. And try new TTRPGs. Do not just stick to D&D. There's so many out there, and there's so many fun ones. And also don't make one friend the forever DM. Everybody should try DMing at least once. This has been Bottom Sept. I am Derek, your usual GM, but not today. I am Freya Valiance from Lenlock of Sunmore, and I almost died. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.